Sheikh, one of the things I see that whenever you release something, like the way it's marketed is amazing, the kind of product that you create. Do you have some sort of formula for the way you kind of create your products?
So what I would recommend, so there's two things that I focus on when building a product. Number one is I look at where do I inherently focus my attention on. So what books what are the last 10 books that I read? And I might find, hey, there's a theme going in those books. Or maybe the last 50 books that I read, there's a theme there. And with those themes, I realize, hey, I really care about this topic. I'm really studying naturally, organically. So if I do a class on this topic, it's going to be good because I already love this topic in the first place. So first tip that I would give is focus on a topic that you really are naturally inclined to, and then it'll show when you do the marketing that you are genuinely excited about it. The other thing that I try to match up is just because you're excited about something doesn't mean the community is excited about it. So if I'm like, I love thermodynamics, I want to teach you guys thermodynamics, nobody cares. People, there might be like some aunties want to get, their daughters married or something like that. They don't care about your thermodynamics. So you also want to couple that with what's a problem that the Muslim community has. And if there was a red button, that if you press the red button, it would solve their problem, you want to sell the red button. So your product needs to be like, hey, press this button. Remember that problem that all of you guys have? Yeah, press this red button, it will be solved. So you want to combine those two things. This is what I love to do, and hey, I see a problem that you guys got, and from what I love, if you press this red button, it will be solved. Let me sell to you this red button, or how to press the red button in a service type business.
I mean, it's quite interesting what you mentioned, because I remember with something like Visionaire, in 2008 when you came down for the launch in the UK, between the 2 weekends of Breach of Covenant, we were like, what are we doing during the week, Sheikh? And you said, well, I'm going to Scotland or something, right? And I said, okay, who are you going with? And you said, well, I'm going alone. I was like, well, this guy is weird, right? Like, why is he going Scotland alone? And then I realized many years later that basically you were doing Visionaire on your own, like, for years before you released it. Like, tell us a little bit about that, because today we have like the opposite mentality. I learned something, right? I'm going to make a course, I'm going to sell it, I'm going to go for it, right? But with Visionaire, it was very different.
So that's kind of what I was saying about something that you care about over many years, or something that, there's a trend. Visionaire was something very dear to my heart that I've been doing for like last 15 years, maybe even longer than that, on my own for many of those years. And at some of those locations, I might get lonely in the isolation, and I go, I wish there could be some people that could be here with me, and for me to, go through this program with them. So, small group of people. So that eventually became, hey, you know what? I want to teach this. I care about it. Nobody understands what it is anyway, but let's all go to St. Andrews, Scotland. And that was where we first had our first Visionaire, 2013 or something like that.
Oh, sure. Okay, excellent.